Hi, I'm Kylie, and this is Brayden, my best friend. He's also a pretty talented photographer. This year, Bray and I have been on so many adventures together. From randomly meeting in our hometown, to impulsively living in Costa Rica together for a month, to driving 50 hours across the country in my broken down car. You could say we're pretty spontaneous friends, but I think this might be the cherry on top. After a few months of living in Canada's Hawaii, we decided to give van life a try. It's been on both of our bucket lists for years, so that same week we drove to Vancouver and picked up our not so brand new 1977 Dodge van. Yep, that's right, this bad girl's almost 45 years old. We are about to live our vintage van life dream. Let's start with a makeover, shall we? We knew right from the start we wanted to give this bad girl quite the makeover. The guy before us lived in this thing with 5 dogs, and I'd say the best word to describe the van when we first got it is musty. Just overall super dark, kind of looked like a goth diner, LED lights ripped up, red and black paint, and don't even get me started on the Carol Baskin looking ass curtains. Sister needed a makeover. The only thing we decided to keep original from the van was the kitchen and cupboards because the setup was honestly not too bad. Unfortunately, a bunch of my files got corrupted of us demolishing the inside of the van, but basically we ripped everything out, like the table, bed frame, wooden floors. We cleaned up the metal flooring, and we decided to use styrofoam as our first layer of insulation. We then followed that up with insulated subflooring and high quality vinyl. Then we got to building the new bed frame with wood that wasn't rotting. I kind of just stood there and looked pretty while the boys did most of the handiwork. I will say the bed frame we ended up with was a little bit sketchy. We probably should have spent more time on it, but we were honestly just kind of in a rush to get it over with. We were just sick of sleeping on the floor every night. While Brayden was building the bed frame, I decided to get started on painting. We knew right from the beginning that we wanted white to really brighten up the space and make it seem a lot bigger than it is. With dark paint, it does really shrink a room and make it feel small, so we wanted to use white paint to make the room feel as big as possible. We bought the most expensive, high quality white paint you could buy, but unfortunately, we still had to do a few coats, and honestly, it probably could have used another one. Covering up black and red is definitely a bitch. My wrist felt like it was going to fall off for days after this, but hey, van builds, am I right?
Peel it.
You fucking get it. Oh.
Like a banana.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm doing right here is actually using contact paper, which is basically like a big sticker. I was just using this to cover the surfaces of the kitchen to make it look modern without making the van heavy. If we were to use real marble, that would just add so much unnecessary weight to the van. Plus, this paper was literally $8. While I was making the van look pretty, Bob the builder was still going ham on the bed frame. Believe it or not, Bray actually hand screwed every single screw in this bed frame. Poor kid. Honestly, I have no idea how he did that. Dude had cuts on his hands for weeks, but hey, he got the job done.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and welcome to today's episode of MTV Cribs. Don't be shy, come inside. Okay.
Hey, ADHD, focus on the video.
Wait, let me get this bee.
It's a fly. It's a fly. Just leave it. Yeah.
There. It's funny because right now the van's clean, but on an average day it usually looks like an episode of TLC Hoarders. So, behind me, here we have the master bed. It's cute. We got the orange theme going on in the bedroom. I was going for like a peachy boho vibe. Over here's the kitchen. We have a beautiful black marble countertop that is definitely not a sticker from Walmart. And yeah, basically when we first got the van, it was red and black. It kind of looked like an 80s diner in here, and we did a more modern look for the kitchen. So we did the black and white cupboards, black marble, you know, the black fridge, which really matches the stove well. It's definitely an upgrade of what it was before, although it kind of doesn't really match the bedroom, but that's okay. We have 2 different color vibes going on over here. If you look at our feet, we have the vinyl flooring. The flooring has a little bit of...
That looks good.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. You can tell Brayden did this part and I did this part. And then back here we have the master closet! Woo! And then you see this beautiful curtain that divides our living space from our driving space. Oh no, we're on a road trip. I really gotta take a piss. I don't have a penis and I can't just go out in the middle of the woods. What do I do? Well, that's what we do. Over here we have a beautiful, exquisite, premier bidet. Bidet? Not bidet. Bidet. Toilet. One of a kind. Yeah. It's like a mini porta potty. That's what that is. We try to not use her when we don't have to. Do not judge us. The steering wheel is getting changed. We bought it with the steering wheel. It does not match the vibe whatsoever, and Brayden has almost broken his finger on this probably twice now. Yeah, we try to usually keep this closed because the blue clunky metal vibe definitely doesn't match the modern kitchen thing we have going on here.
Not at all, but we got a nice fire extinguisher.
Oh, do you think we'll ever have to use that?
Yeah.
Maybe if you cook.
Fuck, I don't cook. I'm great at ordering takeout.
On top of there, we have two pretty big solar panels that powers up the van. It all runs through this little system here. We have two USB ports, and then over by the kitchen is where we have the fridge, our heater when it gets cold, and another outlet. Also, we did have a TV that's currently under the van, but we're going to mount it here as like a pull-out. I think that would be cool. That was stupid. Future Kylie here with some bad news. You know, I'm starting to wonder why bad things always happen to me in my life. Like, I live such a movie. You know what I mean? Like, I do such like exhilarating, spontaneous, fun things, but then bad things always happen to me. And I've been questioning why, but I think bad things happen to me for entertainment purposes. Like, it sucks for me, but I think it makes it entertaining for everyone else, and I'm a creator, so maybe that's why fucked things always happens to me. I don't know. Anyways, you're probably wondering what happened. Brayden and I lived in that van for almost 2 months together. And it wasn't just me and Brayden living in the van. Like, all of our friends were homeless living in their cars with us. And oh fuck, I don't want to get emotional. It was literally the funnest time I've ever had in my life. Living on the side of some random road in the rainforest. The amount of memories I have made in that van, I could literally make 3 videos of just story times. And it sucks that I never vlogged anything. Like, I planned so many times to film like day in my life van vlogs. We used to drive the van to the beach, like opened up the doors, I would take a nap, we would go surf all day and repeat. That's literally what we did for almost 2 months. And it was such a simple lifestyle. But unfortunately, I mean, it was a possibility. We bought a really, really old van. And in this video, this is like a quick little video, but this is months of like clips all smashed together. And unfortunately, the engine exploded. It was like so out of nowhere. Like, it was running fine, and then it like started acting up, and then it was fine, and then boom, the engine exploded. It's kind of probably weird for you guys because you're seeing the entire van build, the van tour, and the end of the van era in the same video, which is probably like a roller coaster for you guys too, but it's just like, fuck! Why do shitty things always happen to me? But also like, it was because that I think I was just meant to do the next thing in my life. That was the only time ever in the past almost 3 or 4 years of doing social media that I kind of just took a break. I was living fully in the moment, and I have never been that happy in my life, ever. There's something about like such a simple way of living that just makes you appreciate everything so much more. Like running water, I appreciated because like we didn't have it. And it also led to so many funny adventures, like breaking into campgrounds to like use their showers and just so much crazy stuff. And I literally lived on the side of a fucking logging road for almost 2 months.